Yep, you read the title correctly. I'm going to be creating an album in 24 hours. And you might be asking yourself, why are you doing this to yourself? And there are three reasons. I saw Quedeca do it, I saw Joey Nato do it, I am running out of ideas. So I am going to be torturing myself and forcing myself to create an album in 24 hours. So there are a couple rules about this challenge. Firstly, I don't have to get the album onto YouTube or anything within the 24 hours. I just have to actually create it because I just don't want to go through that entire hassle. So I literally just have to find the beats, write the song, record the song, mix the song, master the song, finalize the song, export the song, put them in a folder, give them names, give them a title, and put them in the correct order. That's all. It should be a really simple process. And that's pretty much the only rule. I'm pretty sure I can find some way to make this like a really short collection of songs because I'm pretty sure an album only has to be like 7 songs. So I'm gonna look this up. I'll post on the screen right now as I'm editing how many songs it has to be, and that's how many songs I'll do. They're all just gonna be like really quick bangers, probably like 2 minutes each, and half of that's just gonna be the beat. I really am running out of ideas for videos. So if you have any ideas for videos, please leave them in the comments because this is getting horrific. But I'm going to be creating an album in a day. It's probably not going to take me the whole day. I'll just write the songs and do all the things. So enough blabbering from me. I'm just gonna take you through the process of how I'm gonna do this. So without further ado, I'm creating an album in 24 hours. But before we get into any of the actual process, we need to figure out some of the logistics. If you want to skip past this part, you can. I can't really stop you. There are a couple logistics we need to figure out. So firstly, as I mentioned in the previous clip in the introduction, we need to know how many songs actually is classified as an album in the music industry as a whole. So I looked it up. I did some incredibly difficult research. I looked up how many songs does an album have to be on Spotify, the most widely used streaming network, and it has to be 7 songs, which I was correct, I think. I don't remember if it was actually 7. But now that I've looked it up, I've confirmed it has to be at least 7 songs. And it also says it has to be and or over 30 minutes in duration. That or is really what I'm focusing on here. So that means it does not have to be 30 minutes in duration. It just has to be 7 songs. So I'm going to be creating a 7 song album, which is ridiculous, by the way. The shortest album I've ever made was Desolate. It was 9 songs and it was not 30 minutes, but the only reason I didn't have 10 songs in the album was because I just couldn't figure out what the 10th song was going to be. But I guess now I'm living the dream of having an incredibly short album. If every song is like 2 minutes, which is like the length for each song that I'm hoping for, then that's like a 14-minute album, which is really funny. So that I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do mostly banger kind of songs because they're the easiest to write, and you can just have a lot of repeating stuff in there. You just gotta nod your head and everything. That's basically what I'm gonna do. That's pretty much all the logistics I need to know before I actually get into finding the beats and everything. So yeah, 7 songs, 2 minutes a song, roughly, and all bangers. Nice. All right, let's get into actually making the album now. Alright, so obviously I needed 7 beats and I needed 7 short, quick banger beats. So I found this producer called Dumb Boy Beats. He makes really good beats. I'll leave the link to his channel in the description as well as all of the following beats. He's a really good producer and you should check him out. But every single beat in this album is going to be produced by him because I just really like the way he makes banger beats. So this is the one I used for the first song. This is the one I used for the second song. This is the one I used for the third one. This is the fourth, this is the fifth, this is the sixth, and this one is the seventh. So I know those are just pictures, but you can click the link in the description because all of those beats will be in the description as well as his channel. So now that we've got that out of the way, we have the beats, we have the amount of songs we're gonna do. Now I just have to go and write the songs. This is gonna take a while, but I only have a day, so I might as well get to it, am I right? Yeah, I should probably get to work. Okay, well, I have just spent the past 6 hours writing the songs. I've just finished them, and my blinds aren't even open anymore. That's how long it's been, by the way. So, I finished writing the songs. I'm gonna record them all tomorrow, by the way. I started this challenge at 12 o'clock in the afternoon today, so I have till 12 o'clock tomorrow, by the way. So, when I mean tomorrow, I mean like when I wake up until 12 p.m. tomorrow. That's when I have the time to record, mix, master, and finalize the songs. That's what I mean, okay? Don't get mad. Anyway. So I wrote all of them, and considering how little time I have, I had to make them very, very repetitive. So unfortunately that's the kind of song you're going to be getting, and that's the kind of quality that's basically throughout this album. I tried to make them as good as possible, but considering the amount of time that I have, a day, you got to take your wins where you can get them, and you got to take your losses when you have to. So that's kind of how it went. But I'm gonna read you one lyric from each song that I think are pretty funny, because I just had a great time writing them. Even though I look really tired, which I am, I had a great time writing these lyrics because none of the songs are about anything. They just have words in them that rhyme. So that's all right. So I'm not gonna say from which song any of these lyrics are, but yeah, let's just go. So the first lyric is book, look, crook. Hey, nook, took, crook, nay. That's a banger lyric, you can't even deny it. Next one is, my female dog, she is so lovely and cute. She gives me a kiss on my face, and I will not refute. Isn't that lovely? Just a nice bonding time with your dog. Really cute. The next lyric is, my flow's so groovy, it's moving like it's pirate's booty, which is a great snack, by the way. If you haven't had it, you should definitely eat it, because otherwise, I can't really be friends with you. Anyway, I'm gonna name some names. Here's Jim and Kate. I wanted to say Jim and Pam, like from The Office, but it didn't fit into the rhyme scheme, so I just said Kate. That was the first one that came to mind that fit in with the rhyme scheme. The fifth best team in 1990 was the damn Phoenix Suns. They were actually, I looked that up to make the rhyme work. I used to watch Thomas the Train. Choo choo choo. I did when I was a kid. The ice that were chillin' and the mice that were grillin'. I really wanted to have a complex rhyme scheme, as complex as I could, so I do not actually grill mice. Do not take that out of context. Someone's gonna take that out of context. But yeah, I have finished the writing process. Tomorrow I will do the recording and the mixing and the mastering and all of that, and then I'll upload all of them onto YouTube later. That's pretty much all I have to do for the writing, so I am done for the day. Jesus, that took a while. Okay. Alright, so I just finished recording. It took me like an hour and a half. I started at like 10 because that's when I woke up, and it is currently 11:35, just hit 11:35, so I have 25 minutes to spare. So with that remaining time, I'm going to try and create an album cover. It'll be very simple. It won't take me 25 minutes. I'll just, whip something together on Canva and put a montage of that. But for now, let's talk about the recording. I did the best mixing and mastering that I could with the time that I had, because if I actually tried to make it sound good, it would have taken a lot longer than what I had for the time period. So I just worked with what I had, and I had way too much fun when I was recording it, so it's gonna sound a bit weird and cringy, but the album was made in one day, so at the end of the day, I really couldn't care less. Yeah, I had to use GarageBand again because FL Studio is breaking for this mic, so I have to wait until my new mic materials come in, and then I'll be able to use FL Studio again. But it was kind of fun, but it also kind of sucked because I was recording for like an hour and a half. 7 songs is not easy to record, by the way. Do not try to record 7 songs in an hour and 30 minutes. Just don't do it. Just for like the good of everybody, just don't try and do that. So yeah, I have all the songs recorded, and here's a proof if you see them. If you see the picture on the screen as I'm editing this, here's all of the songs. You can see the titles of them as well, just to prove that I did do them. And yeah, so I finished the recording, so let's move on to the album cover. Alright, so I've done it. I have created an album in one day. You may be asking yourself why the album is not available on YouTube already, and that's because it will be available tomorrow. Remember, the rule is I only had to create the album in a day. I didn't have to distribute it anywhere within a day. So within a day, I found beats, wrote lyrics, recorded, mixed, mastered, and finalized the album, which is called I Made This Album in One Day, so don't judge, but please enjoy it, but still enjoy it, or something like that. And I made an album cover for it as well. So I've basically done everything. I just need to upload it to YouTube tomorrow, which I will. And that is when you will see it and hear it in all its glory. And that is, I cannot wait until you guys hear what it is. I'm really anxious to hear what you guys think, because it may be the greatest album ever created. I think it's going to be the greatest album of all time. It's like, there's no competition. It just will be the greatest album of all time. But all jokes aside, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It took me a while to make. Even though it was only a day, it may have been the most stressful day of my life. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. It would really help ease my pain. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow when the album is uploaded to YouTube. Take care. Peace.